Brave Vesperia is making smooth sailing!
But I'm not sure if I can see which way we're heading.
You mean it's like we're surrounded by fog on all sides?
I kind of like that, though. You never know what's gonna happen next.
It's more like we lack a plan in the first place.
But that can be fun, too! We might run across an amazing treasure, or something even better!
You sure have a lot of enthusiasm for someone who gets startled so easily, Captain Carroll.
I like being startled! What's the point of an adventure without surprises?
I like that. Okay, let's just keep moving forward as we have been, as a guild.
I had no idea you were so good at cards, Judith!
Really? I don't think I'm anything special.
Come to think of it, I've heard of her before.
Really? You knew Raven?
Yeah, I heard a rumor or two about a wandering gambler who rides a dragon. They say that the casinos she's gone to have gone bankrupt one by one.
Someone who rides a dragon? That's gotta be Judith!
The stories get bigger every time they're told. All I did in Nordopolica was destroy the Blastia. Anyway, let's stop talking about silly things and get a move on.
You know, they say it wasn't just one or two casinos that gambler put out of business. So, Yuri has a history too.
I'd like to know where all of you came from.
Where should I start?
We already know what you're gonna say, you big wuss.
Fine. Rita, then how about you?
I've done research in Aspia for a while.
Jeez, big shocker there. What about you, Judith?
Me? I lived in a town before I met Baul. Everybody called me a prim and proper little girl.
You gotta be kidding. Estelle, you grew up in the castle, right?
Yes, I spent all of my time in the castle reading books. I'm so jealous of all of you.
See? No surprises, just like Rita's story.
Doesn't anyone want to ask old Raven? I might have some interesting tales to tell.
In your case, old man, I think I've got a pretty good idea what you'd say.
My past might spin you for a loop and have you falling head over heels for me. You don't know.
I can't say you've established a lot of credibility so far as stories are concerned, old man.
Don't be so cold. Come on, let me tell my story.
It used to be just bare land, but it's starting to look like a real town now. It looks like they're building more and more houses, too.
Yeah, look on that roof over there. That's the master carpenter of the Carpenters Guild. He heard about Arnian and came with all his tools and apprentices to help. He even refused to take money for it. He's so generous.
Looks like the manly carpenters are out in full force.
You could learn a thing or two from them. Rita, you were resisting at first, but you really got into the act, didn't you? No, you were just taking your part so seriously. I had no choice but to follow along.
Your costume was pretty cute, too. What a nice treat for all of us.
Hey!
Your acting was really on point, Carol.
Well, I used to be in the Actors Guild after all.
You've been in all sorts of guilds, kid.
Anyway, that wasn't even acting.
I'd like to act in another play with everyone else someday.
No way! Never again!
Me neither. I don't want Rita to set me on fire again.
I'd like to be in the play next time.
I'd have to be the lead, of course.
I had my doubts, but it looks like everyone had a good time.
I hope everyone will accept this. I mean, that the world is changing.
There's a difference between understanding something and accepting something. It'll take time.
But this is the only way that's left. We just have to accept it.
This isn't a choice we've made freely. We had to choose it.
But,
It's something we have to do. That's what you want to say, right?
yeah,
That's fine then. Cheer up, Carol.
okay. You think it'll work out, right?
Who knows?
Judith, I can't tell if you're trying to make me feel better or not. Take that!
Whoa, what's the occasion? Little impromptu training session?
Well, when I think about fighting Duke, I know I gotta be as strong as I can.
Yeah, what he said.
I'd expect that from Carol. But Yuri brings a twinkle to this old man's eyes to see you training.
On second thought, let's call it a day.
What? We were just getting started.
Never fear. I think I can teach you a thing or two. You can thank me later.
You're volunteering to help Raven? You're gonna jinx him.
Now, don't be like that. There's no beating an old man once he finds his stride, you know?
Oh, really? Guess I'd better keep practicing. We can't count on getting lucky against Duke. All right, Carol. No mercy?
No mercy!
Fight!
Is fighting really the only option with Duke?
Well, if he's in Tarkaron, then I think we'll have to.
If only we can defeat the Autophagos with the spirits before he completes the formula.
Do you think you'll just let that happen?
As long as he's sacrificing people to achieve his aims at Tarkaron, we have to stop him. Are you that conflicted about fighting him?
Yes, but we won't win if we go in with doubts.
Oh, I don't know. If doubting is part of your nature, you should trust that nature in battle.
What?
Well said, Judith. Maybe that's the right approach. We're not your typical band of heroes, after all.
You do what you can. You take the hits, but you don't lose. Sound about right?
Rita, Judith, thank you.
Man, Arnian's just getting better and better.
Indeed. A town born from the Empire and the guilds. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful city.
Though it's a shame it took a world crisis to get them to work together.
Global threat brings people together. That's irony for you.
I think that's all right, though. They're finally seeing eye to eye.
Right. And even if they need a crisis now, I'm sure one day it'll just come naturally.
Yeah,